Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, May 6, 2020, and I'm going to do my Joy of Giving tag kit class that we had on Monday on Zoom. The Zoom video isn't playing for some reason, so I'm just redoing a quick one for those of you who missed the class. This is the makeup class. We did do the April drawing for the prizes, and before we do that, I want to make sure I let you know the May hostess code. So if you enter XCXVRXVZ when you go to mikowesterfield.stampinup.net to place your order, then you are entered in a drawing for the May prize. You also can earn tickets for every $25 in product you order through me, for being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, for hosting a workshop or class. Online workshop or class is fine as well, and for attending one of my classes online. That's another way to earn a free ticket for the drawing. All right, so April was unusual. I did 2 drawings. The second place winner was Michelle Anderson. Congratulations, Michelle. You won 2 different kits, and I'm going to lower my camera real quick so you can see what those are. This first kit is a card kit, and it has everything you need to make 8 cards. And the second one is to make these cute little pillow boxes. And these are great for graduation gifts like gift cards or cash or checks if you want to give something other than a card, like a little something for them to open. Or even just birthday gifts and things. I like having these on hand to throw together a quick gift wrapping item. So congratulations, Michelle. The first place winner was Sandy Bourgeois, and you also won one of each of these kits. In addition to that, you won the July 2019 On My Mind Paper Pumpkin Kit. And this is a great kit. It has a flyer in it that shows you the different stamp sets and suites that this particular kit, the stamps, coordinate with. Those are from the catalog, and some of these might be retiring, so you want to make sure you check it out. It comes with the Pretty and Peacock Stampin' Spot. And then the stamps are really cool. There's a seashell and this really cool medallion. The greetings are "You're the best," "You've been on my mind," "Happy birthday," and "Hello friend." So it's a great versatile set. You are able to make these darling cards. And I'm just showing this to everyone. I do have one more of these sets available. If anyone wants it, contact me as soon as possible. It's $22 plus tax, and then if I have to ship it to you, it's whatever the shipping is. If you order Paper Pumpkin as a regular subscriber, it does ship free from Stampin' Up! To you. So that's something to keep in mind. The May kit has completely sold out, which has never happened. Since I've started, it sold out a couple weeks ago. So make sure you sign up as a subscriber for the June kit before that one sells out. Here is what comes in this kit, and you're going to make 3 of each of the cards, and they're really versatile. This one's really cool, maybe good for Father's Day. There's 3 of that card and 3 of this one. And I love how the envelopes have the extra paper on the inside to give them a little extra wow. So congratulations, Sandy and Michelle. I will be getting you your prizes out to you sometime this week, and you should see them arriving soon. All right, for those of you girls and guys and ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I'm used to teaching little kids. For those of you ladies who signed up for the Joy of Giving class, this is the box it came in. It's a cardboard box, and it's a nice little box for storing cards in afterwards, or I'm using it for recipes. On the instruction sheet, I just want to really quickly point out, on the back, it shows you colored samples of the finished tags. They're numbered. Those numbers are corresponding with the steps in which order you do the steps whenever you're doing your projects. A couple different things. You want to, every single one of these tags has twine tied through them, so you want to go through and punch the holes out first. So on this one here, you would punch the little hole out up in the upper corner, like that. And that's just so you know which side to stamp, so you don't do it upside down or backwards. Not that that's ever happened. This one here is there. Okay, the first set that you're going to do, these foil, these are really beautiful. These are also kind of fragile, a little time consuming to work with, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be fine. A lot of my friends like to use tweezers. I am clumsy with tweezers and I stab myself, so I just use my fingers. I pull up each side gently, and then I gently lift each piece off like that. So where the point is, let me see which card I'm working on. Okay, so I'm working on the reindeer tag. All right, so on the reindeer tag, you'll see that the foil, there's two pieces of this foil. So I line the point up as far as I can go, centered, but to the edge of the Poppy Parade. Okay, so the red color here is called Poppy Parade. So I center it as much as I can. I set that point down, and then I'm going to kind of maneuver the rest of it and then press it down like that. All right, and it's a little off center, but really in the grand scheme of life, it's okay. If you wanted to recenter it, you wouldn't have pushed it down like I did. You would have rechanged it, but I'm not going to change that one. All right, then you're going to take off your other one. And I'm just going to show you on this one how I'm doing it, and then I will explain it on the other 3 cards. All right. Okay, so then this one here, I line up my point. I flip my twirlies around. All right. And then you start just laying it down till it's all the way down. Cool. So you're going to go through all of your tags and do the foil. I would recommend laying it down first. It's a little time consuming. It is the longest part of making these tags, but the rest of it goes really fast after that. So on your reindeer tag, you have 2 gold foils on the red, on the Poppy Parade. On this tag here that opens like this, it kind of looks like a ticket to a movie theater, the old-fashioned kind. You are going to make sure that the hole is to the top of your card. So you want to flip it this way, and then you're going to adhere 2 of the foil pieces here. Make sure the point lines up with the star at the top and another point lines up with the star at the bottom. And you want it fairly close to those stars, and that'll get your spacing correctly. And then on the 3rd tag, there's only 1 of the foil pieces, and that goes to the bottom. I center the point and put it as close to that bottom line as I can. Again, make sure your hole is to the top. After you add those foil pieces, the second step is you stamp. This tag has no stamping at all, so we're going to set that aside. On this tag, you're going to stamp the You've Been Very on the top of your tag in the Poppy Parade, as close to the hole as you can get without stamping over the hole. And then on this piece right here, you're going to stamp nice in the Poppy Parade, and you also have 2 little dots that are next to each other, these 2 dots here, and you are going to stamp them on either side of your leaf. So it should look like that. From there, this tag, you're going to stamp your Have a Merry curved. Remember, the hole has to be at the top. And then on the little tags that you have with the points, that is going to be Christmas. Then we start building up our tags. Once everything's stamped, this brown piece on this tag here, you might have to, oh, by the way, punch out some of the green pieces that get caught in here. You're going to mount this to dimensionals. You'll use 2 dimensionals and pop it up centered, making sure it's not blocking your greeting. It's okay to cover the gold scroll piece a little. So that's popped up on dimensionals. But oh, forgot an important step. Tie the twine next. Okay, so we did foil, then we stamped, then we tied all of our twine in. And I'm going to show you real quick on tying the twine. On the reindeer tags, there's no stamping, but this tag is the reindeer tag. And you're going to punch out the center piece. Don't throw these away. You can use these as other tags for gifts or as on cards. And we are going to use it on 1 card. I punched out the little hole at the top. From there, on the twine, the instructions will tell you to measure out 9 inches. And you can absolutely do that. If you're going to tie it around a gift bag, then that would be a good length of twine to have. I don't tie it on my gift bags or presents. I like to just adhere it to it. So what I do is I put the twine through to the length I want it, which is usually pretty much a lot less than 9 inches. And then I just tie it. I tend to do right over, left and under, left over, right and through, square knot, or you can do whatever. And then I just snip the end like that. And these are our paper snips. $10, great scissors. Okay, so you tied all the twine on. So far, you have all your gold foil pretties attached. You have all your stamping done, and you have all of your twine tied. Then we start to assemble. So this one goes on dimensionals, and this little tag also goes on dimensionals. So this one is double dimensional up. Not a word, but that's okay. This one here, with your snail adhesive, you're going to attach the tan tag, the craft tag flat on your folding tag, and then the nice tag you're going to pop up on dimensionals. All right. On the reindeer tag, you can play with it 2 different ways. This one's pretty easy. You're going to put dimensionals in the 4 corners of your frame. And oh, on your dimensionals, don't throw away this outer edge, because look, you can actually use that on projects too. And I usually am able to stretch. I mean, I use a lot of dimensionals. I use them probably on every single project or almost every project I create, and I love them. So I make sure I want to stretch my money and get my money's worth out of these things. So this one here is just using the outer edge of the dimensionals, which some people throw away. Shocking to me. I don't even know what to think. All right, so I peeled that off. And then on this card that I have the gold doilies, I want to make sure that this is in the upper corner here. And I just line up the edges. The dimensionals are a little bit forgiving, so if I mess up a little bit, I can probably move it if I haven't pressed it down hard. So this one's stuck to my finger. All right, I like where that's at, so I'm gonna push down my 4 corners. From there, the reindeer are already they're foiled, so you don't have to stamp them. You can either put them this way, or you can put them that way, depending on how you want it. Totally up to you. When I do a circle, I tend to do 3 dimensionals because I don't want it to be wobbly. But you can get by with 2. Some people might even use 1, but that's really brave. All right, so there's that, my little reindeer, and I'm going to set him smack in dab center of that. So there's that tag. So you're going to do that with all your tags, and then you're going to have 30 done tags, and they're going to be beautiful. On the bonus cards, and I'm sorry to speak quickly, but it seems like my video's cut out pretty fast. We're going to start with this card here. You should have got this as your bonus card. And you are going to take a scroll stamp in your set. You'll look at your set and you have this kind of scrolly piece. And you'll put it on your block. And you're going to ink it up, and you're just going to stamp it and then stamp again to do that corner. On the back side of this, I did Joy. And then I'm just going to show you both envelopes. There's another envelope that we have on this envelope. And if you did not get this shaded spruce, it's okay. You can just stamp it all in the regular. You're going to take the stamp that looks like a reindeer and stamp him down. This one I did in shaded spruce, just if you want to see the variety. Then you take your snowflake stamp and you're going to do it in Poppy Parade and stamp around. Now what you do is you ink up the stamp and you stamp your snowflake and then you stamp it again. So you see how some of the snowflakes are lighter than the others? It's called stamping off. So you ink, stamp, stamp, ink, stamp, stamp. And if you want an image that has different like darknesses and being lighter, that's how you want to do it. On this side, I just closed the envelope flap and I stamped this little design on it there. You'll find that in your set of stamps. And so many of these stamps can be used for things other than Christmas cards. Now, this stamp set here that we're working on, this particular card, you did the reindeer. I already sent you the punch outs. All of this is just mounted up on dimensionals, and that's how I stamped the inside. I actually used the reindeer card for this one here, reindeer envelope to go with the reindeer card. And on the second one, my Be Merry, you can either stamp it in the Poppy Parade, or if you do the spruce, I did the background in spruce and then this tag and the Be Merry. And then on the inside, I did that. Okay? If you are doing it all in the Poppy Parade, it's okay. It's still a beautiful card. All right, the envelope, Joy on one side, and that was the one that we did the scrolly thing on the other side. Okay. To do a couple different things, to do the scrolly pattern on the card, I love this stamp. This is beautiful. I'm going to use the shaded spruce. Yeah. And then these new stamp pads open like a compact. They're pretty easy to open. If you're used to the old ones, they do take a hot second to become accustomed to. But if you've never used our stamp pads, then you'll have no problems. All right, you're going to stamp in the corner. And then you re-ink, and this one I do not want to stamp off. I want to freshly ink my stamp every single time. All right, and I'm just trying to do a scrolly pattern out from the center, or out from the corner. Okay, and I just eyeball it. If you cross over by accident or leave a gap, it's actually pretty forgiving. Now I got a lot of ink on my block, and I don't want to accidentally ruin what I did though. So I'm going to just use this Stampin' Chamois, Simply Chamois. $8 cleaning pad. It's kind of foamish-like, and you just use water on it. And my stamps might stain a little, but I'm okay with that because then I can find them when I drop them on the floor. All right, so I'm going to continue with this pattern here all the way across. Now, I am going to use this stamp a lot. I plan on using it on wedding cards. It would look really gorgeous heat embossed with like gold, ooh, or silver. I'm going to use it on baby cards and be really pretty on Mother's Day cards and backgrounds for scrapbook pages. It just has so many great little usage for. And I like the tone-on-tone stamping, so I'm stamping shaded spruce on shaded spruce. And you see how well you see it. It looks pretty, right? Okay, so there's that. And then all that I did when I stamped this tag, this was that piece from the frame that I had. And I'm going to just line up the arrow part of it like I did on the other stamp. And get this on here. So I ink this guy up. And the arrow point, I don't know if you can see it. See the point, the top? You want to ink that up and line that up centered towards the top of your tag. And then you do the same thing on the other side. And that's how you do that. Pretty, right? And also pretty easy. The Be Merry, you're going to have extra of this particular tag here. I forget how many extra you have, but you'll have plenty to do it. So you'll stamp Be Married. And then we're going to layer this up on dimensionals to pop it off the page. Now, one thing that I do want to show you really quick, I sent you some of these rhinestones to put on it, and you want to make sure you use the pretty rhinestones. But something super duper cool that you can do, we sell the some colored rhinestones, and they're gorgeous. But I actually prefer just buying our basic rhinestones and basic pearls. And I use my Stampin' Blends, the alcohol marker we sell, and I color directly onto the rhinestone or the pearls to get the colors I want. Now, you do want to let it sit and dry a little while, because otherwise it'll just smear off. But it doesn't take that long. These green ones I did earlier, maybe an hour ago. And you can just pop them off and put them on your project. And they add a little bit of fabulous bling. And they're just a cool way to stretch some of your products. So if you're making a lot of cards, isn't that pretty? And then you can totally customize it. Then you just build it up. Whenever I set up this, I laid out, spread out on my stamp, all three of these stamps before I started. So I did my Have A, and then I put my, where's my Merry Christmas? Have a Merry, here's my Christmas. Okay, Christmas here. And then I put my reindeer stamp, which I apparently lost. So we're going to pretend like I have reindeer guy. My reindeer stamp I put there, and then I made sure it's centered how I wanted. Now, if it's not how I want it, then I can go back and readjust it prior to inking and stamping it. Then you just stamp the color you want first, and then you take these stamps off and put the reindeer and stamp that. So easy peasy. Alrighty, guys. I'm sorry I missed some of you guys at the class. If you have any questions at all on these tags or cards, make sure that you let me know. The only other thing I want to show you really quick is that scrolling stamp that I really like. Goes really good with the retiring stamp set Dashing Deer. And I will show you this real quick. I think I have a hot minute to show you how this guy works. So this is this stamp set is one of my all-time favorite stamp sets. It is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And I'm actually really, really sad that it's retiring. Okay. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? So this is our thick Whisper White cardstock. We have thick vanilla and thick Whisper White. And what I love about those two is that they are so thick and so nice that they can completely make it to where you can just send that. I mean, it makes a real high quality card. Now we're selling in the new catalog, which I'm excited about. So for our rubber stamps, our Claremont stamps, sometimes they don't stick as well to the block, but they have a special, the newer stamps do, but the old ones don't stamp as, attach as well to the block. So they actually have some adhesive strips that you can put on it that work just like the new rubber stamps are. My new rubber stamps stick amazingly well. This is one of the old ones. Maybe that's why they're getting rid of it. Okay, so let's see if I can ink this up before my video ends. Ooh, so pretty. And this color here I'm sad is leaving. It's the Blueberry Bushel. It's one of the in colors that's leaving. This and the Call Me Clover, which is like a true Kelly green, like a Christmas green. They're going to be gone, and that makes me sad. So I just inked this guy up, and I'm going to stamp straight down. and lift straight up. And can you see the dimension in him? Like the different layers of colors? He is stunning, like gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Makes me so, so happy. Now this other stamp that we have, the scrolly stamp, you could take this stamp and, let me clear off a block for myself. You can take the stamp here and stamp the corners of it. If I had all my embossing stuff up here, I would make it look even more fabulous. But I don't. I am going to use the Call Me Clover, which is the other retiring color, and it's truly like I said, it's like a Christmas green, a Kelly green. It'd be great for a St. Patrick's Day green. If your school colors are a true green, that would be the color you want to go to. So I'm going to ink this guy up, and I'm going to stamp him in the corners like that. And these are two completely different stamp sets, but look at how pretty that is. That is literally just ink, stamps, and paper. Yeah, super easy. This one's retiring. Make sure you get on there and order it before it's gone. It has a coordinating dies that cut it out. And once they're gone, they're gone. And I will say that the dies and the punches sell out really quick. So you want to get on there today if you like this stamp set and order it. It has lots of cool little Christmas sayings and designs. All right, my friends, thanks for coming on. You have a magnificent day. Thank you.